Blah, I was gonna start the episode. I ain't got a clue what episode number is.
259.
I was gonna say 8.
258. Done 258.
9.
Pretty sure it's 259.
All right, I'm gonna go with it. You ain't even got
Episode 1 of season 13.
some shit like that.
Speaking of new seasons, have you watched Gangs of London? Gangs of whatever the shit show.
Gangs of London is the show, isn't it?
Yeah, Gangs in London or whatever. Have you not watched it at all?
Nah.
Yeah.
I know new season's coming out.
Don't
Or
waste
out.
your time.
I heard it's
Don't waste your time.
trash.
People have told me
it's not
it
good.
is.
If you rate good TV,
It's polarizing.
if you rate good TV, you won't. You'll watch it and find it mildly entertaining.
People have told me
Is it as good as Breaking Bad?
it's. Oh, here we go. People have told me it's fun. And if you give me that description, I can approach it
Fun's
correctly.
cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't tell me it's cold and like if I hear
It's not
cold,
cold. It's not cold.
I'm expecting
anyone that
depth
says it's
and
anyone
all
that
of
says
that.
it's cold is
So you're just fighting, just
You
Yeah,
see,
I heard
like
this
you
man getting mash up.
you've seen
it's
the
like
show a
ultra
million
violence.
times before.
It's
Same
like
premise.
John Wick in London is what I'm hearing. Like it's mad.
John Wick's way better.
Yeah, and I mean, but that level of violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ultra
Probably,
violence, unrealistic.
probably even more so.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it at some point.
Yeah.
You said no, don't.
Watch it till you form your own opinion. But yeah, I'm not. I watched season 1 and I was like, this isn't.
You watched the whole season though.
Yeah, and I'm
And
currently
you're
watching.
You're not watching 2.
I'm started watching 2,
See, this is. I got
and
a
I'm a
question.
bit like,
Why do man say something is not that good, but continue watching it?
because I want to watch a good show. So maybe I'm not watching it in the same way that everyone else is watching it. Obviously, I can form my own opinion, but maybe there's things that I'm not. Maybe I didn't watch season 1 properly.
Or you wanna see if it comes to
See
like,
if it gets better. See if
Giving
oh
things time and
yeah.
growth.
So that's why I thought,
Patience.
let me watch. Let me start watching season 2, and then I think it's a little bit better than season 1 was, but it's still like nothing's believable in it. Is what annoys me about the show.
That's the same thing Jamie said to me.
Like no, like I don't. But everything's like even I don't mind things being like John Wick over the top, but you can kind of get with what's going on. But this just feels like the protagonist is just like not believable.
Invincible.
Not even invincible. He's just not believable for the role that he's trying to play.
Okay.
And like for me, I feel like we've had this story before, and a lot of things are repeated, so that's okay to some extent. But it just feels like everything's just like, I'm the baddest. No, I'm the baddest. Oh, my guns are more gunnier than yours. Oh, I've got
bare
more
masculine.
Yeah, it's just a bit like.
You know what? Yeah, as much as I guess 2022 and toxic
And
masculinity,
then the whole
and all that,
sorry to cut you off. You know
I
how
like some of that.
You know how Game of Thrones, like
life.
any episode, anyone can go. They kind of doing that, but it's a little bit like, why? What was the point?
Why? Like man, deaths that don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, insignificant. But
Right.
Just to get rid of man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
for shock
yeah.
value. Yeah. There's something about. I was thinking about the whole masculinity thing. Yeah. But when you go back to like movies from the like 80s and early 90s, you had Arnie. And he's just the man, and he's do. Everyone's getting wet up. There's something like super nostalgic that I love about that. Even though it's bare unrealistic, a man will jump onto a chopper and all of this and that.
That's why I like John Wick, because John Wick
Yeah,
is just
it's that, innit?
It's just mad action. Like he's never gonna get touched, so he's just doing. He's always gonna come out on top. You just want to see how.
There's a place for it, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'll see if Gangs of London is that. I probably won't check it out until 2023 though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush
Some
to
spare
it.
time.
To be honest.
The list is long, fam.
And I think maybe the way like Sky were building it up, and I think it's a Sky original, so maybe that's why that they were like, "This is the show.
Watch this,
like,
yeah.
Watch
I've seen
this.
big
this is
spreads in the underground, all of that for it.
yeah."
Oh yeah, they began.
Even like on Sky, I think it's Sky Q box or whatever box it is.
Or Sky Glass, maybe.
No, so it's Sky Q. They changed like the interface,
Okay,
so it's all like Gangs in London or Gangs of London, whatever it's all.
you can sell
themed
any
it.
space, you know. So mad.
It's all there to be
So mad.
taken up.
Just come out.
But yeah, Gangs in London, of London, whatever. Even that title, I was just like boring.
Yeah, no imagination.
Like you couldn't like.
Give me more. Give me just a little. Yeah.
yeah, it's just it reminds me a little bit like if like The Getaway was a series. Getaway, the video game.
Okay.
The Getaway, the video
For the
game
young boys out
was a
there.
series.
Yeah.
It doesn't follow the same storyline, but if it was like to be somewhat of a series, it will probably be something of Gangs of London. I think the name for the game was something in London, but they changed it.
Yeah, there was like a tagline, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bit. Yeah,
A lot of nothing.
kind of. That's probably the best way to put it. So I'm intrigued to see how season 2 ends. There'll definitely be a season 2 because there's money in this.
Always.
Yeah.
What we saying, man? We've just come back from a 3-week
Yeah.
hiatus.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The church was closed. The doors were closed. But the congregation, they wanted us back, man. They said it's time. So yeah, man, it's good. Yeah, every now and again, it's good to have a little break and
Yeah,
time
for sure.
away.
Life,
And
innit?
yeah, just natural order of life. But yeah, it's good to be back. How have you lot spent your time away from the mic?
What have I been doing away from the mic? Not much, to be honest. It's just chilling. I say catching up on sleep, but you never really catch up on sleep.
Sleep debt is permanent.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
trying to
never
catch
pay.
up on sleep from now. I'm cool. Trying to catch up on sleep from 2001, but
Nah, we'll never ever get
I'm still in the deficit.
Stop.
So, but
Like
no,
student loan, isn't it?
You don't know
so
what
just
you're
paying
paying.
them.
I don't think it's ever going down.
But yeah, no. Other than that, just chilling. Recently moved. I don't know if we've recorded since. I think we would have maybe one episode.
Yeah. We talked about taking the bins out and that.
Yeah. Recently moved since then. So yeah, just getting used to that, really. But other than that, just chilling.
How
to be
many
honest.
weddings, Liz? Because you seem
yeah.
you seem to be like
Everyone keeps
maybe
saying
you're
it.
moonlighting as like a guest, a rent a guest.
I was thinking that
Weddings.
at the last one I went to on Friday.
Jesus Christ.
Thursday, sorry. The one I went to on Thursday, I was thinking, like, I could just pay us and we'll turn
just
up,
turn up.
and
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
take pictures, tag you in it,
Wedding
and then
Official.
and then we'll post
Yeah,
it.
put the hashtag up.
How many?
How many you been to this year?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can maybe count 6.
That's mental.
I think I probably might be missing one in there somewhere.
Too much. You
yeah,
go to
6.
enough weddings that you forget.
That's more than I've
That's
been.
mental.
That's
Maybe
probably about the same I've been to in my life.
in my entire
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Which is fucked.
But
quite
but I think so Ghanaians do the traditional and you don't have
There's a
to,
double
but yeah.
counting too.
So they double up.
Okay.
So if it's not that, then probably like 4 in total.
Still a lot, man.
But it could, and like I said, it could have been a lot more. But some you probably don't need to attend just because the relationship you have with that
Ain't
person.
enough. Yeah.
And then 2 is just there's a lot of annual leave that.
On weddings, yeah. Yeah, it could be spent more wisely, I think.
Yeah. So some are opted out of, but most of the ones, one was not my family, but my partner's family, and then the other 2 were one's my brother, other's my cousin, and then the others were like guests weddings, or one of them was a guest wedding, and then 3 more next year,
Doesn't
2
stop.
abroad.
New suits, wedding
Yeah.
gifts. It's all peas, man.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's a lot, man. I was thinking this, like the amount of weddings that Les has been to. Yeah, his wedding. This has to be perfect. Like,
Oh, he's got too much experience.
This is the
bare
thing.
data. The amount of data.
10,000 hours.
He's an expert. Like, shit's gonna be flawless.
Yeah,
man.
you see a lot of things when you go to weddings, and you just see how differently people do things.
Or just culturally and stuff, or just you mean in general?
Culturally and just like setup in general. So so some of the things you might think about is like outfit changes.
Yeah.
How many outfit changes we doing?
I've always thought.
Are we gonna? I think you need to do.
I'm gonna change my shirt bare. that day.
That sweat's gonna
Bro.
be
Yeah.
Like, you can't wear the thing you put on at like
No, no.
8.
No.
And then
4 shirts.
It's 3 a.m. the next day and
Yeah.
you're still in your little next thing.
Yeah.
Because
Nah,
I think at my
Collars bare
brother's
black.
one, I don't think he changed. No, I'm chatting shit. He did change. I think, but yeah, not. There's many outfit changes. Especially if you do like a traditional themed one, then you obviously do your traditional
yeah,
wear.
Gotta play by the rules, yeah.
Yeah,
it has to
so like 2 weddings I went to this year. Funny enough, brother and sister, not getting married to each other because that's weird.
It's illegal, isn't it? We'd never encourage that.
So they're both Ghanaian. They got married to Nigerians. So that's 2 outfit changes instantly, or one change.
Yes.
2 outfits. So they did the Ghanaian wear and then the Nigerian, and then
how does it vary?
in what way?
Are you saying
The clothing,
between Ghanaian and Nigerian?
yeah.
Does it vary a lot?
The clothing,
Yeah.
yeah, massively.
How so? I just asking out pure
So
ignorance.
what I don't know, you probably would have seen my brother's one. So we wear like a cloth. I don't know what the name is, but everyone
Yeah,
just calls
yeah,
it
yeah.
a cloth. So we wear a cloth, whereas Nigerians is more like a kaftan. It's more like clothing, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm with you.
With a sharp shoe.
Yeah,
A bad
with
velvet shoe.
a sharp,
suede.
shiny shoe.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't do that. So when you see if you saw 2 people, you notice the difference.
You can see it.
Yeah,
by
you'll
eye,
notice
yeah,
the difference. So then there's that change, and then some people might even do the like dress and then the suit
Okay.
change. So then that's a second change, 3 outfits. Then you usually just party and whatever the last one is. So yeah, outfit change is another thing. The entrances for like the groom and
Bro.
the
See
groomsmen.
this new entrance thing. I feel like it's an unnecessary pressure.
It's too much.
And I feel like African weddings have set the bar. So
Ah,
now,
you know
if
what,
you
yeah.
just turn up to your wedding,
Nah.
bro, it's not enough.
So before my brother's one,
The entrance.
I'm gonna have to do Pond the River. Coming down the aisle looking like Elephant Man, like 04, going crazy. Or just doing like Shelly Belly. Like, it's fucked.
So before my brother's traditional, even both of them, but the traditional was the first one. So before that, so the girls were gonna do a dance that's called the Adwa. So it's like a lot of like hand movements to the drums that are playing. They were gonna do that, and it's traditionally the women would do that. Men don't do it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my family are like, oh, the groomsmen have to do it because the girls are doing it. So when they said that, and I've never, like, my family have never danced it. A lot of the people there haven't danced it just because they're a lot, where that tradition comes from is a lot of our older, like, so my mum, my nan, they somewhat, to some extent, know how to do it. Whereas it's not an hour thing. But if the bridesmaids are going to do it, or the girls are going to do it, that's fine. But then they were like, oh, we've got to do it.
pattern it.
So my nan was like, "Oh, you got to learn how." Every time she see me, she'd be like, "Have you started learning? Like, have you learn?" So now in my head, I'm like panicking, thinking, "Oh, we've got to do it."
Can't get this wrong. Yeah.
So I think I must have said to my brother, I was like, "Why are we doing it?" And he was like, "Just because whatever." But it turned out in the end that we didn't. Do it.
okay.
Oh, so you got blind.
So then that was cool.
Did you learn it though?
No way. Embarrass myself. And then that's sort of the other thing with the entrances is some people are cool with doing it,
Fam.
but some people aren't gonna vibe as
What camp are you in, Les?
some.
I feel like
I'm gonna
Don't be Switzerland.
no. I'm gonna cap like if I could pick, I'd probably rather not.
Yeah, fair.
But if I have to, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
To what style of music?
It depends what's playing.
But you're in charge, isn't it? At your wedding.
Oh, in my wedding.
when Les comes in with the
see,
groom,
this is the thing. Yeah. Would you? I don't know what you play.
It's just
50 Cent?
I'm
Would you-
not, I'm,
would you?
like a little. There's something like in my chest, in my core, in my chi that when I see it, yeah, I wince a little
You're
bit.
gonna be
Just a little.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah.
like, cool, come back to the room. It's okay. Like,
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
having fun, innit? But the first. Yeah,
got an ick, innit?
Yeah. That's the first thing. So yeah, man, like the bar's been set by our African brethren.
Yeah,
but
and I think
I'm not sure.
yeah, I think it's if you got
it's
people who
legal.
aren't dancers, not that you need to be a dancer, but people who don't dance
Bro, it's
or
like
move
Soul
that
Train,
way,
bro. It's like
then
and then everyone's got to do their own little individual thing.
Yeah, drop me out.
the worst ones is
White pigeons coming and do the work.
Man's doing all that.
the worst ones is
I'm
when
cool, man.
it's individual. So whoever you're paired up
Don't
with,
leave me.
you go and do it. I think how my brother did it at both of the traditional and the white. We all came out together,
mix, yeah.
but in your pair. So everyone, so you kind of you just vibe. Everyone's
Yeah.
it's just our own little vibe
not
kind of thing.
asking too
Yeah,
much.
so you don't stand out
And perform.
as much. Right?
Up next, it's next.
Yeah, it's right.
Come
Even
to the
that.
stage, yeah.
What else? People like to play games at their wedding. So the one I went to,
Games,
so the one
so?
I went to, so my cousin did it.
blackjack.
So my cousin did it at his. My brother didn't do it at his.
Games how though? Like, tell me how.
So I don't know. So first, it's usually so the bride and the groom would sit on two chairs back to
Okay,
back.
yeah, I see that one. Yeah.
His
and hers thing.
Right, exactly. And the MC will ask a question, and then they whatever put their hand up, or who does the
On
best
your
this, or
wedding
who's
day.
yeah.
God, getting that wrong.
Game show.
But yeah, even that, I'm like, I'll probably give a miss. But yeah, there's like you said, you go to these weddings and you see certain things, even like how food and drink is served, which is probably two of the biggest things.
Because that's what most people are there for.
I think
They don't care about you or your
Good drink,
partner
no.
or the
Turn
love.
up, yeah.
They just want a meal and some.
That's it. I think the
some
rest,
drinks.
and I've kind of said this having been to a few. I think your wedding can be however you want to set it up. No one cares as long as there's enough food and there's
food
enough
and
drink.
right.
Drink more so. As long as there's enough food and drink, like everyone will say your wedding was good.
Are you, since you're the resident wedding expert, free drinks all night, or is it? Or do you feel a way when you have to get your card out at a wedding or cash?
I would say so.
You feel a little like, oh,
Yeah. I would feel a bit of a way. Everyone, like I said, everyone's setup is different. Everyone's circumstances are.
I ain't got it. Yeah.
Everyone's circumstances are different. So even doing that is sometimes you end up paying a lot more than buying your own drink. But I'd rather not, because then it kind of feels like
You'd rather not
pay
as a guest.
because then it kind of feels like
I'm at the club, I'm at the pub.
yeah, I've gone to a bar kind of.
Yeah.
And I think
man.
just mentality wise, you just think differently. Maybe it's I don't know what the word is. Maybe it's a selfish thing that you think, the drink is free, so I'm just gonna keep going back.
Where it is too
But when
many
you got to pay
long-hand
for it,
man, yeah.
you're a bit more selective with the
Man, I
number.
was sober in that.
The number of times you got up there. But me personally, if that day ever comes, it's always free. It's always gonna be free. Even that,
Here.
Whatever it
You
costs.
heard it here on the
Like-
pod.
I
Les
don't know.
said
I don't know about that. But even
feedback.
that, it's
So Les
do you have drinks on the table, or do you have people have to go to the bar to get drinks?
Some of the ones I've been to, they per table they'll have like a mad, but sometimes it's not always what man want, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
it will be like a
Man, I having wine.
Glen Morangi whiskey, or like Johnny Walker, and I'm like, who the fuck drinks this?
I don't
Like,
drink that.
How have you managed to get 50 bottles of this? But it probably makes sense because no one wants it. But
Yeah.
I respect it though, man. Like today we'll drink
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
drink
yeah,
already.
yeah,
or
yeah.
We'll drink what's on the table. Then
Lens
we'll go.
or whatever it is. Yeah,
I went to most of the weddings I've been to this year so it starts off with soft drinks, and then when it gets closer towards the evening, the bar opens up and there's alcohol and whatnot. But one of them I went to, which is one I missed, so that's like 7 weddings, was so when we went to the reception, on the tables there was, I think, wine on the table.
Yeah. A white.
Yeah, white, red, whatever, rose,
Bread and
whatever you
butter.
want. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
rolls.
yeah.
Some
When that
rolls.
goes.
And then after the bar, had obviously alcoholic drinks. So I think I'd probably do that setup. But yeah, even down to like details like that. Even where people like sit, who sits where, how close to the front does a certain group of people, a table sit. It's. I imagine it's a lot of things to consider, which is why people probably tend to have small ones.
We don't have to worry about for a while. Or someone will just handle it for us when that lucky day comes.
So godmothers exist apparently.
Yeah. That is too much pressure, man. That seemed like what Les was up to in his time off. Rich?
Oh, well, the last couple of weeks I've been moving home. I don't know when people ask me,
moving out. I'm moving out at the same time.
Moving out and moving in, I guess. Yeah. Bought a home. It's probably
not a house.
It is a house, but it's a home.
Okay.
I say that because
what does a house is not a home?
That's Luther Vandross.
What does he say though? I can't remember.
It's lyrical.
Yeah. But you said you went home.
I said this is a home because I say a home because I bought property before, but it wasn't a home.
It was just a house.
It's just a house. It wasn't for me to live in. Do you know what I mean? But this is to live in, and it's very different, isn't it? Well, I say it's very different. You need to like create like love, and you got to put like time and effort in. It's very different.
All the seasoning, all the ingredients.
It's very it's very different. It's a very different like
it's curating the crib.
It feels like in a weird way. I keep saying to the missus, it's like as a designer, I'm like this is like an ultimate kind of project.
Mad, yeah.
I'm like there's so much to do, so much that. But man's just been running around like a headless. Since when did we get in now? Basically about 10 days.
Okay.
Around 10 days.
And you're still enjoying it. It's not a burden just yet.
Enjoy. It's an interesting word.
I was gonna say, is there anything you're definitely not relaxed in it? What stage are things still in boxes?
There's a room with boxes. There's a couple rooms with boxes, to be fair. So most of the last week has been sleep. I say most of it. I literally set up a bed yesterday, so it's been mattress on the floor shit.
Okay. That's supposed to be like, ooh, like we look back on this.
We're roughing
like,
it.
I hope we will.
And how we started.
You only look back on it like if things get better.
If you're a year later, that bed. Like,
things have to get better.
Kids sleeping on the mattress.
There's 6 of us
on the mattress with you.
Yeah,
10 years later.
Yeah, it's slowly building, but there's just bare things to sort out. I mean, even prior to it, there's all like lawyers and money and this and that, and then you get in and you're like, raw. It's spooky, man. I don't know. You might have had the same thing, Dan. When I visited the house, I thought, not too bad. Like, we wouldn't have to come in there and do too much. Then when you get in, and the yard's a shell. They've taken everything out. All you can see is walls and floor and ceiling. You're looking up like, I actually need.
We've got a long way to go.
Yeah, you're way further from the finish line.
So that was the first time you saw it without anything in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, have you been blindsided by anything? Because usually people move in and then they're like,
they moved the wardrobe.
There's a hole in the wall. Yeah. You can see through to next door.
One of the things I'm sure I need to go back through the paperwork, but I'm sure in the paperwork there was a built-in wardrobe in the bedroom, in the main bedroom. And
it's built out,
like, because it was the whole day was a mazza. I didn't get to move in. They told us it was going to be between 10 and 3. Didn't get the keys until like 5:30. We arrived at the yard. Them man are still moving out. So I'm like
sitting there in the van,
and I've rented a van as well that I've got to give back in the morning. So it's a mazza. So I'm like, all right, you lot move out the front. We'll come in through the back. And we kind of made it. That sounds like a mazza.
Pause.
We made it work, but I saw the man taking down the built-in wardrobe, and I was like,
I need that.
I swear that's not supposed to go anywhere. But
he took out the built-in wardrobe.
Like, it was like a massive wardrobe, went like floor to ceiling. But somehow
you say, was that part of your plans?
I was like, we ain't gonna worry about no thing in the main bedroom.
Yeah.
So since then, just loads of things to sort out. Bare shopping up and down. Man's in Curry's, B&Q, all of that. Lifting and hard dry hands and screws and hammers and we're doing stuff.
And you're working while you and the missus are working.
I had the day we moved. I had off. I think I worked maybe the rest of that week.
Do you have Wi-Fi yet? That is one of the things that
Wi-Fi
is a fuck up.
Man,
it takes like 12 weeks. To sit like what?
It comes on Monday, I believe. Yeah, it comes on Monday. But it's just been a streaming thing. Big data. My phone's taking licks. My door's gonna be the roof. But
Yeah,
what else
yeah,
am I
yeah.
gonna do? But yeah, it's just been. I've been working. You know, I usually work till quite late, but at least by the time I get yard.
You're in the office working as well.
Well, I
innit?
can't work at yard because I don't have internet.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm
My
need-
thing.
So I'm
you need
inside.
the you need
I
the,
need
the
I
bandwidth.
need good internet as well. So yeah, I was saying it to my girl the other day. I don't know if I've spent like even 24 hours in the yard yet, like awake, because I've just been here there and everywhere and just doing something as soon as I can, flying out.
You've been sleeping there the whole 10 days.
Yeah, I've been sleeping there. Yeah, I ain't come back to my mum's. But yeah, just doing what you can. But I'm enjoying it. But I had my first. You see, when Dan, maybe I was gonna say 2-3 weeks ago, maybe 2-3 episodes ago, when I think it's just after you come back from holiday, Dan,
Yeah.
and you got back and the boiler was moved to, and you said they can't kill me.
Yeah, yeah.
They can
I had they're gonna kill me.
Oh,
Moment this morning. I was actually
Hands
telling
up.
Dan before you reach Les. The tap. I broke the tap in the bathroom this morning,
How, Sway?
bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like everything's just. It's like have you seen on Netflix? That there's that show. Is it Cake?
Oh, yeah. I wonder where this one's going.
Bro, I'm brushing my teeth, turn on the living, brushing my teeth. I go to turn off the tap, just knocked it like.
man sinks Madeira.
The thing is, it's like one of the waterfall kind of taps, yeah. So I pushed it, and the water ain't stopped. So I pushed it a bit more. The water ain't stopped. I've just given it a little thing.
come
the
off.
things come off.
That's what it is. Too much
And the
lifting
water's
this week.
flowing.
Rich.
You say my hands
Forearms.
are
Strong, yeah. It's
tight right now, and then the thing come off, bro. So I'm like,
So there's what coming out?
bro, the tap's just running. The sink's
It's a
just
water
filling
feature
up.
now.
It's a water feature now. Yeah, we've got a water fountain.
Nice, man.
So
Did it stop before you left the yard?
It's still
I had to stop. I had to get into the plumbing and close the valve. I had that moment when I was like,
How am I gonna?
I'm gonna call my dad. Like,
Sitting on the floor. Like,
do I jump on YouTube?
Mad
I was like,
anxiety.
no, I know how to do this.
get it
Fix
done,
And I
the
just quite
thing,
quickly,
fam.
I called my girl there. I was like, babe. I was like,
Probably
well,
thinking,
fuck.
you should know this. Like,
And then I was like, I just got it. And I went, no, the truth is, I just wanted her to see me do it.
Yeah.
It's like, watch this.
brownies, yeah.
Then I just locked it. But now, man needs a new sink. So,
just like that.
just like that. I don't know how much sinks cost, but
These troubling times, man.
It ain't gonna be cheap.
To be fair, I think things like that, like for bathware or whatever, not expensive.
I don't
It's
think-
someone,
I've
it's,
had a
it's
look.
someone fitting it.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
jarring.
and yeah, it's the convenience of things as well. Like, can someone fit it quickly?
yeah.
Mm,
'Cause they were gonna tell you, oh, mate, I've got jobs
Yeah,
coming
booked
up.
up
mate.
to
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah,
Yeah. Like, what?
I didn't ask for that.
Just come and fix.
Good luck on those jobs. But
Yeah,
when can you?
need to come and fix
Yeah.
this. Oh, decent, man. Decent. Sounds good, man.
So yeah, all in all, kind of settling in, but yeah, I'm aware that there's loads of work to do. And I was saying, I was saying to you, look, before I moved in, I want everything patterned by World Cup.
Yeah, that would be a beautiful scene, man.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like, unless some crazy things happen, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But it is what it is. I'll have internet. I'll be able to watch it. I just might not be that comfortable.
Can't have it all, man. That is that's the truth. You can't have it all. But no, man, sounds positive still.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm looking forward to the updates. You're gonna like launch like a Richie's Richie's interior design. Like,
You're gonna
a
start
little
blogging
page,
it.
like,
Yeah.
like
Start
something.
vlogging it.
I do want to take some photos.
I think the streets
before
need
and
it,
after.
man.
Yeah.
That's what it's a calling
I want to
for.
do it for me, but we'll see. I think. I mean, obviously, I think I'm going to be happy with it, or wouldn't be doing it. But I think it's going to be an interesting turnaround.
Black male interior design journey, fam. That's a niche.
It's kind of niche.
We ain't got that, man. We ain't got that. You're our only hope, man.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Do you know where things are gonna go? Yeah, even if you don't have them yet, or the things you do
Yeah, I
have.
know where things are going to go. It's like we've got a bit of a bottleneck because when we got in there, as I said, everything's out of the thing. We're like, we was gonna just go in there paint straight away. I'm like, no, let's plaster it.
Proper
Like,
things,
let's get
man.
it done. I'm not on this half-assed. Like, there's this thick wallpaper you can get and
'Cause
shit.
You'll be plastering it.
I
in
did
6
some
months.
of that
Yeah.
when I was up in Lincoln, and it kind of worked, kind of didn't. I'm like, no, this is home.
Yeah,
Let's
do this.
do it
properly,
properly.
It
yeah.
might
I'm-
take longer. It might
yeah,
be more
I'll run the. I
expensive.
don't care. Like, let's just get it done properly. So
like it.
it's first because I bought wood for the yard as well because I'm gonna do all downstairs. But I can't do that now until I get it plastered. Can't really wood the sofa because plastering is the first step. Can't paint because plastering is. So it's like
Yeah.
log jam. But we had a plastering yesterday. He's quoting us up and that, so hopefully we get it done soon.
What do they say? Get as many quotes as you can or something like that, or get like 4 or 5 quotes.
I've got one so far. I've got another one that I need to contact and see when he can get in. But
Yeah, if you can.
I'm also on
That's
speed.
that's what the moguls say, bro.
I want pace, man.
I'm just a student, bro.
So I want things to get done fast. So
Doing that as well, it takes time though. Getting the quotes. It's still, that's work in itself.
and yeah, homie's he's not available for like 3 weeks anyways.
Classic.
It's just fucking up my deadlines. But
Yeah, that sounds. But you'll get there, man.
They
Yeah,
said it's
no,
supposed
no.
to be fun, isn't it?
yeah, no, it will be fun.
And, I guess it's like everything you wish for, and then you get it, and then it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Liz Truss, for instance.
Yeah, talk about it.
Everything she could have ever
I'll
wanted.
be out the house in
Yeah.
got about 3
Now,
months.
she moved back home in 44 days. Yeah, mad times in the UK. Like, I don't even know where to start. It's probably been a weird
Insane.
month and a half.
A weird like 6 weeks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like the more and more we like continue down this path, or in as the free thinkers say, the simulation.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's broken. That
Where
it's definitely
it gets
simulated.
weirder and weirder, man. And I think the country becomes more and more of a laughing stock as time passes.
It's an absolute joke. I was working. What was it? Thursday. I think I hit up a WhatsApp group and I was like, "It's happening."
Yeah.
Like moments.
Well,
before,
they say to you they're gonna have a long day or something like that.
yeah, they was like, "Prepare for a long day." I was like,
Thanks.
okay. I sent the WhatsApp message. I went on lunch.
I'm gonna need to be fed. You're not gonna have a long day. Yeah.
Can't do it on an empty stomach. So yeah, there was murmurs within the industry that she was going to be resigning. Moments later, we were live at Downing Street. She said what we thought she would said. She's out. They'll be looking for a new prime minister. I think it all has to happen by what's the date? Oh, hang on, watch on.
21st today.
Today's 21st. So within a week, by the 28th of October, we should have a new PM.
Yeah.
We've got. I did a graphic on it the other day.
Rishi's in the
22nd. It's the 22nd today, by the way.
22nd.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was
Whoops,
working. 21st was yesterday.
Sent something wrong at work yesterday. Then awkward.
We've got Ben Wallace, who in my head is a basketballer.
NBA, yeah.
NBA.
Wait, what?
So I never knew.
Are we changing
British.
topic?
Yeah. It's decent, man.
We got Rishi Sunak running. Again, we've got some lady, I can't remember her name right now. And then we have, talking of again, we have Bojo. We had the man that
Like AJ said, where's it? So nice. We
I had to do it twice.
Yeah, man.
this country,
Champ.
this country's a joke thing, man.
Yeah, Boris, man. Part 2. But there were rumours when he left that this wasn't the end.
He
And
thought
this
he
was
would be returning.
all kind of
Almost
part of the
orchestrated.
plan, and he saw this coming. So yeah, God forbid he runs again, because
But even that shows you
Is
the
there a
state
Muppet?
that we're in. That he's like an
One
option.
of the
We've got
viable-
nothing
yeah,
else.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not that we've got nothing else because there are options there, but the fact that he is an option to come back.
yeah,
Usually
yeah.
they
One of the front runners, yeah.
they step down and they fall
Disappear,
into the
innit?
background.
Just
Yeah,
disappear, bro.
but he's like nah.
I've just been
I want
hanging
more.
around like a
More.
bad dog,
Ready and
man.
waiting.
But yeah, an absolute mess, and this is like comes on the back of the U-turns, Kwarteng getting fired. Yeah, that happened. When we were off air. Yeah, it's been a weird time, man. And I don't know when. I don't want to be the pessimist, but like when it starts to turn or
For the better.
look positive again, like
I don't know, man.
I'm not
That's
too
a
sure.
difficult one. Because, like, bro, like the last 6 weeks, we had Liz Truss come in. We had Bojo resign or get kind of kicked out, really.
Yeah.
We had her come in. We had him leave, her come in. The Queen died. New king.
new king, man.
We're gonna have new prime. All in this condensed. It's just mad, bro. We had
Too much. We
all the
just
budget changes.
Slow it down, man. Slow it down.
It's I don't know what's next, really. Obviously,
Like,
we'll
what more
get
can
somebody
happen
in.
in the show? Yeah,
But what- Like, I feel like if we were writing this show, we're running out of ideas. What can we do to shock
It's
the
like
people?
Game of Thrones
Like,
last season.
Kind of.
Somebody has to be assassinated, pretty much.
Oh,
Or
fucking
it's like
hell.
I mean, like something wild for me to genuinely be shocked.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
anything can happen these
To
days.
up the ante.
Yeah, like I'm actually kind of. I guess maybe some of it's from working in it as well. I'm numb to it. I guess this is happening.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've always said this, like, all this stuff's happening, and I think the real change is when you feel it in your pockets or whatever. And the pockets they've always been empty. They still are empty. So yeah,
You can't get more empty.
Yeah, how can
You
you
can't
take
get
from
more
zero?
empty.
Like, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like, wow. Again, something weird's happened, and then we just move on to the next weird thing. It's mad.
Yeah, I think it's a bit scary when these are supposed to be the leaders of this country. Then you're a little bit like, like I get, like these things can happen, and it's sometimes it's a bit funny on Twitter, and
Yeah,
we make jokes when we talk about it on the podcast and
Laughing
whatnot.
through it.
But it's laughing through it, yeah. But these decisions and these things affect our pockets or affect laws or things that we do day to day. And they're just up there. I'd say up there. They're there somewhere at number 10, just
having a laugh,
just fucking around.
mucking about. It's
It's weird.
interesting times, but yeah, I've said this probably for the last 5 to 10 years that like kids who study this period, like they've got a lot to talk about. Where like there's
It's not going to make any sense.
there's gonna be like the world's longest masters. Like there's so much has happened, and like to analyze each and every event, take yonks. But yeah, there's a lot there.
There's going to be a mad documentary on it.
Yeah, and I think if Rich is right, that to up the ante, like someone needs to die or whatever, then Netflix will pick it up.
Oh yeah.
They're just like Netflix, just any weird thing.
They'll
or
look
death,
into it. Yeah,
they're just
yeah,
like, oh yeah, man, like let's get behind
Sky actually have.
Jamie
This
was
is-
right this
the
week.
Boris
What's
Johnson thing.
this is
I keep meaning to mention it, but
this England. I think it's called, isn't it?
this is England or
No,
this
is England
England?
is another show. I think it's This England.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it's this England. Yeah, it's about Boris Johnson during COVID.
And Dominic Cummings, right?
Yes, that whole fiasco.
He says it's like I don't strike Jamie don't strike me as a man. I guess maybe through his profession a little bit. That's a bit more invested in politics. But he's like it's very good. Like,
It is.
he's been like
Decent, man.
if
It
he's
is
singing
it is
it,
quite good.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely worth a
It
watch.
is quite good. And you're kind of watching these things. Like The Crown, similar because it's based on real events. I watch these things thinking, is this like a subjective view, or are they trying to push like a narrative for a particular, character or a person in this?
Yeah.
It definitely, having watched it, definitely.
Haven't watched The Crown or This England.
This England.
Okay.
It definitely made Boris Johnson a little bit more. It made him more of a human, less of a character.
Oh, okay.
So I think in real life, me personally, I look at him as more of a character. But whereas this kind of, this was a bit more.
Showing kind of the stuff behind the scenes. That
There's
lead
a
to-
lot more that needs to be done when you're there,
Okay.
kind of. But that's why I said, is that done intentionally,
Yeah.
or is
it
it
like
just
a PR piece? Or yeah,
right? Exactly. Similar to The Crown, where they have different angles for different people.
Funny you mentioned that because again, when I was working Thursday, we had to do a graphic on The Crown as well about Judi Dench coming out.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And saying
did she
that
say?
she wants like Netflix to put out a
A
disclaimer
at the start of every
at the
episode.
start of is it every episode?
I think so. Yeah.
Or at least this season, because the way they're going to portray The Crown, I guess, somewhat is an unfavorable light, and they kind of chose like Diana's kind of perspective more.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna how they're gonna portray King Charles now.
Yeah.
Isn't gonna be too nice. And
Why would they need a disclaimer for that?
I think she was saying just to say it's like dramatization. It's not.
It's not.
Not. It's
facts.
not. Yeah. It's a
But I don't know
dramatization
about
on
that
based
personally.
on some
But then
real.
why wouldn't she
like-
say that previously for everything else? Like, because it was always been
It's
a
been
big
a-
drama.
this
She
is
also
the sixth
mentioned
season, I
because
think.
what the family is going through.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's interesting.
I read half the
Truth is
article and I was
truth,
like,
man.
yeah,
That's how I feel.
It's just someone just moaning. So I was like, yeah, I'm not reading the rest
She's
of
trying
this.
to curry favor, where she an MBE or something already, or
Yeah, she's cozy.
She's
with,
trying to get another
Camilla
one
and
as
stuff as
well.
well. To be
Yeah,
fair, I see
yeah.
some pictures.
She had
just a
Day Minute.
mouthpiece,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Dench. Yeah,
Yeah.
mad. But yeah, everyone just go out and vote, man. When the general election
Yeah, when that rolls around.
Whenever.
arrives,
Whatever the fuck that is.
start reading up, man. And
Yeah.
don't make any excuses this time, man. Down the pub or guy in the gym or this rave or this date. Just make time. Someone else talking about elections. Kanye West, the 2024 candidate nominee to be the most powerful man in the world.
I'm lost with this guy.
He's still on his tour of destruction, is what I'm calling it. I think since we come off air, he's probably been cancelled 10 plus times, maybe.
He's been ramped
Cancelled,
up, man.
dropped.
Mm-hmm. Where are we at with the genius that is Kanye West, inverted commas around genius?
All right, let me ask you a few questions then, because we're questioning genius, I guess. Is he a musical genius?
I'd lean towards that.
Yeah, I'd say
He makes good music. Like, where does it cross into genius? Because is Mozart a genius? No one said like Mozart's fans weren't like, yeah, genius. Like,
I think Mozart's probably considered like a musical genius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think all of them
Beethoven and that.
Beethoven, Bach.
Beethoven.
All them dons.
So yeah, let's put him in there, I guess. Is he a fashion genius?
Too far, possibly.
I'd say too.
It's fashionable.
Far.
I ask you, man, because I feel like you definitely indulge in the Yeezy brand.
Genius is like.
I think.
Okay. If we're gonna say he isn't a fashion genius, who is?
Izzy Miyake.
Okay.
People like him. Is what I'd lean to.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Music, I'm happy to call him a genius.
Ricardo Tishki and all them kind of man.
I wouldn't say he's. I don't think he's been doing it. I'm not. If you can argue, if time matters, but I think maybe if time in the future, maybe 10, 15, 20 years in the future, he's whatever he's doing in fashion, if he's still in it, is influenced. If he's alive, then I think maybe you can call him a genius in and around that. I think what he's done with trainers in particular, I think that's different level. I think other trainer brands have come very close, but in a relatively very short period.
You call it a new brand,
yeah. It's even though it sits underneath Adidas, it's something completely different to anything Adidas ever produced.
Sorry, I was going to ask, is he, because I think music genius, we probably give it to him, fashion maybe. What is his genius? Because everyone seems to refer to him as a genius. Is he a genius influencer?
Probably.
Yeah.
Good marketer.
That's what it seems to
Great
be to me
marketer.
more than anything. Whatever Kanye is doing,
Yeah.
we're finna know about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna know about it.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's where his genius is. But
And you're Mr. I don't believe in censorship.
Careful.
Rich.
Oh, I believe in censorship.
You,
I
you
don't.
don't. Yeah.
No, I'm Mr. Freedom of Speech for the most part. Yeah.
Should Kanye still be going off as he is with the jibes and whatnot, going at certain groups,
individuals, a lot of anti-Semite stuff coming out from him, innit? I've listened to a bit of that Drink Champs interview. It's been taken off.
Yeah, Nori.
You can still find it on.
Nori probably got the tap on the shoulder.
He was getting called for that as well.
It's interesting
Not for taking it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It makes his points kind of interesting in the whole. Like, he's saying things that he knows are gonna get him cancelled, and they got him cancelled. It's like kind of point proven in a way.
Yeah.
But what was your question, sir?
What do we think of this tour that he's on at the minute? Should he take his medicine?
I think
Should people stop interviewing him?
Kind of say what you want to say. As I said, I'm kind of freedom of speech for the most part. My issue is just like, I don't know how sane he is. I'm more concerned for Kanye West individual.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's like he has moments of
genius.
No,
sanity.
Of sanity. He has moments of sanity. I don't. It's difficult because someone that is referred to as a genius and that has such a different mind. Like, his ability to just bounce in and out of conversation and to take it in this direction and then U-turn, and I'm like,
I can't keep up.
I don't. Has he always been this way, or is this lunacy? I don't know.
I don't know if it's been at this level, man.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
don't-
some
I don't
of
think
Him
his
so.
spouting this vitriol. As
some
well.
of his takes. I'm like, I kind of see the connection you were making there,
He's just
but I
delivered
just
it.
would
Well,
never have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, am I supposed to like? I just don't know. I don't know if he's sane, and that's maybe worse
as it
than
stands.
thinking you're insane.
I think I'm cool on the whole Kanye thing.
And
I'm kind of checking out, man.
I don't know. I find that I'll watch it or whatever. I'll check into it, but I don't know why I am. If that makes sense.
Maybe it's
I think
just
it's 'cause
looking
you-
at that the former.
Yeah,
Love for the former.
yeah. I think you care for him in that sense. So, like you're saying with his mental health, it's you're not too fussed about some of the things he said and why he said them and how he's delivered them. You're just more worried about, is Kanye okay?
Yeah, and almost, I guess it's almost investigative
Yeah.
for me. I'm trying to figure out, is there a sane man there?
Yeah,
And I don't know, because there's moments here when he's going off, I'm like, bro, I've heard this shit in the barbershop so many times.
yeah.
Like, it's not new information. And I did
Credible
categorize
Yeah.
a lot of those people as, he's a bit loony. Or, it's just, you just know them, man.
Too much,
like,
He's gonna say,
too
yeah.
much rabbit hole.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
you've been in the rabbit
yeah,
hole
yeah,
too
yeah,
long,
yeah.
but you're not like a madman.
Yeah.
You just got some
But I
believing a
wouldn't
lot of say
invite you
wacky
round. I
theories.
wouldn't
Yeah,
invite
yeah.
you round to my house.
No, you're not coming
Not
to my home.
Oh no, yeah. Not on a one-on-one thing.
Home.
But it's funny you say that because where I think you'll tune in to, I guess, keep paying an interest in what he's doing or saying. I'm the opposite.
You tune out.
So all these I think the last thing I would have watched would have been the first one he did at Drink Champs.
Yeah, which is about a year ago.
Yeah. I watched that and I was like, I don't know. So then I think he went back on, or they released the second half of it. Then he's done some stuff in between, and then obviously he's gone back on this time round. And I'm like, I don't want to see this.
I actually had no interest in watching.
But because I don't want to see him like spewing shit, I want to keep that image of the Kanye that I like
Yeah.
in my head and in my memory. And this Kanye that's doing whatever he's doing, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see that image tainted in my head.
He's like just the old guy in the bookies that like had it all. He'll tell you I had it all.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
used to do
yeah,
this,
yeah.
I had
I guess
it
he
all,
actually
and
did in this case. Don't book
yeah,
him
yeah,
full of lies.
And then,
Yeah.
but then I mean, he might get to a point where he's in the bookies and and some kids is like, what? And he's like, can I have $1? Yeah, or can I have £1? And he's like, what?
Yeah, I just don't know
It's
what
weird.
to make of it all. I think I'm almost watching it like, I don't know, a fight, a car crash. Like, I just interested
Yeah,
to see
you do. What is it?
what's happened.
Rubbernecking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm watching, but I don't really know why I'm there. Why am I watching this? It's a bit odd.
Yeah, I think Nori clocked what was going on. He was talking about it's the biggest interview, yada yada yada. He saw it as just a moment and
Nori,
numbers and whatnot.
Nori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he probably realised how far removed this Kanye is from what I guess he previously knew. And then
Even on the last Drink Champs, I thought, I'm kind of with you. He's trying to be funny. Like, he seemed
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sane.
And then Nori's just clocked like, oh shit, man.
Was
It's not worth the numbers.
What have I...
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
hate-
lose the backers.
I think after the thought, everyone's got all the ideas and thought of everything. But I think wouldn't you in post, like uploading it or post production, wouldn't you notice it? Wouldn't somebody be watching this thinking, do we want to?
And you know what he
release
said.
this?
Like, you can edit things, entertainment.
Right,
You
you're
could
watching
keep
it.
things
Yeah,
out,
you're watching what you've just recorded. So it's,
I don't...
that's where I think it coming, because it's been up for, this interview was like what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, probably about a week.
And I think it's only recently just been taken down. So many people have seen it. So I think it coming down might not be even, like you said, tap on the shoulder, say, Revolt said, like,
Stop it.
get this off. That, to me, on Nori's part, I'm not saying this is true, but I feel like that's bad on his part
Why?
for uploading it.
No, I don't... see,
Because then
I'm-
he's gone back and now apologized for uploading it or for some of the things Kanye said, and
Yeah.
don't do that. And then I guess you don't know if you're gonna go and apologize, but because you've uploaded it and it looks, and he said some things that people aren't happy with, now you're apologizing. Would you not see some would you not see how some people might find some of the things he said offensive prior to
the backlash,
uploading it? Because that happens.
don't think
That happens all the time where man say stuff in interviews, or you've heard people say certain things, or they've done an interview and said, "Oh no, let's not release that." Because
we've done it. We've said so. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think that like Nori. It's Nori's show. You bring a guest on, your guest says some wild shit. Nori shouldn't be held responsible for it. I don't think it should be taken down. If a man comes out and says some wild shit that he's okay with, unless you have a personal connection, you're looking out for Kanye,
well,
then I can choose to take it down if I'm Nori. But if you say some wild shit, let it fly. You said the wild shit.
But Nori's whole thing is
like, it shouldn't bring down Nori's brand, is what I'm saying.
Right, it shouldn't. But Nori's whole thing, and I guess giving flowers is slightly different because it's probably things you've done in the past, not necessarily what you're saying or doing right now. Currently. But Nori's, his perception is, or how I perceive him is, he's looking out for the hip hop community, whatever you want to call it. So for me, I would watch that and be like, yo, he's saying some crazy things that
he's going left. Yeah.
One, if you're going to be selfish about it, could get us taken off or people get us cancelled or whatever it might
you have
be.
to put yourself first,
Then secondly, it's going to make him look crazy because they're coming out of his mouth. So I would think, as a fellow artist, if we're just going to talk music, maybe
for the greater good.
Yeah.
What Do What the Shop did.
That wasn't taken. It wasn't taken down for Kanye's sake though.
I hear what Rich is saying as well, as in.
Like it's not my fault.
It didn't come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't say these words, but I feel
no,
like
but you have to have some responsibility because it's on your platform.
Yeah, there is tacit support for having them. Like, you don't invite
Nigel Farage.
Yeah, he wouldn't be on there.
If Nigel Farage wants to come on the Mandem podcast, he's welcome.
I'm alright.
I think
that'd be another week off.
Yeah.
I think we need to have those conversations. If he says some dumb shit, we're here to challenge him on it. We do that, but I didn't say dumb shit. You said dumb shit.
I think you need to hold the people around you accountable. Secondly, if it's not the people around you, your associates or your friends or whoever these people might be that come on your platform, accountable.
I think Nigel Farage is different. We kind of know what he's going to say and all that. With Kanye, like, it's a person you've had on the show before who is a legend in your field.
Yeah.
I don't think you obviously don't know what he's going to say.
No. You don't know what anyone's going to say.
You can assume.
Look at the direction
I don't think
that he's been going in the last week or so.
Like anybody, I think it's shit of anybody to like give Drink Champs less like 1-star review now because like that for me that's dumb.
No, I'm not off of one interview.
Disagree with what he said. Don't disagree with the show. Like for me that's just not the way things should operate.
No, I don't. This isn't.
That's just it's
a
bit
not,
shit. Like.
I guess it is and it isn't, but it's not against Drink Champs as what they've done since they've been around. It's just more so on a personal level. I'd just be like, I don't know if we should put this out, bro. Not because of me, but because of you. Because you're having a shit time.
Bro's looking crazy
as it is. You're gonna come on.
I'm okay with it from that perspective.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, I'm not discrediting Drink Champs.
The show because we said things you didn't agree with. Like that's that's what I hate most about where we are.
It's funny that this has happened as well in like the week that follows. You know, Alex Jones.
Yeah,
he's been for Sandy Hook.
Yeah, so he's been
£1 billion, isn't it?
Yeah,
fucking hell.
He about the Sandy Hook shooting.
He said it was a false flag.
He said it was false flag and yada yada, and doing weird things like people turning up outside the victims' parents' houses and shouting at them and saying that this is all set up, like weird freak shit. And yeah, he now has to pay. I think it's like around $1 billion worth of compensation. So imagine that every pound or dollar you make for the rest of your life is
gone.
So yours. You're working for free.
It's gone.
And I think that is where kind of platforms now probably should be aware that things that are done on your platform or things it's not
the platform because that would be Alex Jones used to be on YouTube. That would be them. They would go to YouTube. No, they've got the person.
Yeah,
which I'm probably more for. I don't think it's the platform or I guess if Jones was a guest or Nori, it's not Nori's fault.
No, but Jones was doing it on his show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like that, man. I don't like it. Actually.
Nori's had the willies put up him pause,
me?
as they say.
What?
That's where you get scared.
You get shaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
it's a crazy
shaken, that is mad.
But yeah, he's felt the pressure and thought
Of the higher ups.
it's acted accordingly. And
Because you know something.
yeah.
Because you know something mad
You
has
need to
just happened.
distance yourself from it, and yeah, he probably feels the walls closing in, and as Rich said, it's like a sign of the times. But yeah, I think it's probably like a slap on the wrist or something along those lines for Nori to kind of just be maybe a bit more quality control and stop worrying about this world record breaking views that you're going to get.
Yeah. I think definitely hold Kanye responsible because those are his words. They came out of his mouth. He said those things. I've not watched the interview, so I don't assume anyone was in agreement of some of the wild things he did say. But
George Floyd didn't die of
all of them things.
Yeah, that's what apparently why it really. That's what Nori was.
But
saying.
you've allowed this to come out via you have control over what is uploaded and what isn't. You don't have control over what people say, but you have control over editing. So for me, on a personal level, just relationship wise, like if you, like for example, if you say something mad on the podcast now, and when I go edit it and I listen back and I think
you're looking out for me though, or
just
the
you,
podcast, right?
Just you,
us.
But that's us.
I think.
But in my head, I'd like to think that
Nori owes him.
they have the same relationship.
They certainly don't, but I get what you're saying.
Probably not like close friends, but you've been on the show twice, so you're close to some extent. And just if you know music,
they've been in the game.
I guess I disagree that he's taken it off because it wouldn't have got released at all. I don't think he released it or took it off to protect Kanye. I think he got the willies.
Yeah, that's worse then for me.
Well, it's worse because you're not really in control of your platform. Is what it tells me. People have told you can't release that.
Yeah, and this is kind of goes back to other conversations about like ownership and who really runs entertainment, music, like.
And this is what Kanye was talking about.
Yeah,
it's a little bit mad.
Yeah. One of the many things he mentioned.
He said a whole bunch of shit. To me.
But even he's gotten onto all of the big brands, the Arnault family, who like run LVMH, and he's been like a big mouthpiece, and he's just been like a walking billboard for Balenciaga.
And they've dropped him.
They said, "Peace, King."
Oh, they dropped him.
Yeah.
He's out on his own.
Boy,
he's getting like who's left? Like
he tried to buy
Slazenger. Like Donne. The Kanye by Donne fucking collaboration. Like
that's gonna hurt him. That's not good for him.
They're like, there's no future plan. Like it's done, immediate effect. We're not
Wow.
working with him. Like, and he's been singing their praises and
cozying
up with them.
And he's saying they're the best ever. They're the apple of fashion and all of this.
Stop it.
That's gonna
sycophant. Yeah.
See, he was trying to buy. Do you know what Parler is?
Which is
people refer to it. I don't know if it is.
The basement.
It is the right wing right wing Twitter, pretty much, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Where there is no censorship and stuff. Apparently, he's buying that.
I was listening to Brilliant Idiots.
Yes, that's what made me listen to the actual.
And there's like this theory that he is possibly a Russian agent. It's one of the weird.
I haven't heard that.
It's one of the like
I don't. Maybe I didn't finish
further afield, left of field thoughts. But people are saying, he could be a Russian agent working against the state. Because he's got a massive following and he's just shaking everything up. And I was like, I didn't think that. But
Does Kanye survive this? And I say survive. I hope he survives physically,
of course.
But does he survive this in that he will be able to be somebody or still make a living?
This is his toughest test so far.
For sure.
I think it's funny that he's now been widely cancelled for these things. But I keep seeing it online. People are like, when he said slavery was a choice, it was okay. Nobody called him out. It was okay. We just kept it moving. But now he's talking about other groups. It's
cancellation.
Time to get him out of here. But I think this is his toughest test yet. I think it's gonna be interesting to see which of his previous or actual friends, comrades, who come and kind of put an arm around him.
What would
Seems like he's out there alone at the minute.
I was thinking? I need to see
Got Sci-Hi the Prince.
him and Jay.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's gonna make me like believe in Kanye probably ever again.
I'm not
Which
sure. that's
I don't
coming,
think that's gonna happen.
That's not.
I'd need to see Jay. Like
that
that's
will
it.
kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will kill Jay and Beyonce.
Good luck to him, man.
Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck with it all. And Nori, hold your head, man. It's okay. Have you lot seen 50 Cent in his latest rap beef? Yeah, with his son, who probably there isn't a more identical looking father and son
like him, innit?
duo ever. What do you think about beefing your son on the internet?
No.
Just a
crazy.
big
No.
Freedom of speech, Rich.
Just
Now it's
Just-
no.
yeah.
No, man.
Censor both of them.
That's dirty laundry, innit? Like, come on, guys. Try to keep it within the family. It's mad. But it shows that, like, clearly the relationship he has with his son ain't that good.
Do you know what? I was thinking the opposite.
Oh, that maybe it's great.
I was
They can
thinking
talk
that
shit about each
it's bad, it's strained, but like they're just like
It's what it
taking the
should
piss
be.
out of each other, like basically.
It would.
Like
I
it's
wouldn't put
not
it past 50.
that serious. Like
50 is a madman like that, and like thinks in those kind of. He's a
like they're
Street
just
terms, yeah.
in
winding
his
each
beef
other
shit.
up, like, and that when he posted the video of for Power fans where
Oh, he shot the
50
son.
yeah.
Yeah.
like a video.
Thing is,
like
I
that.
watched that and I was like, "Why has he posted this?"
That's
I was like, "I saw this clip is old." Then I saw what his son said. Then I was like, "Oh, that's why he posted."
Yeah,
That's actually
that.
funny.
I'm
He's
watching
such
the whole
an
thing.
idiot.
I'm just like laughing. I'm just like, this is so dumb. But I think it was due to his mum was getting. I might be wrong with the numbers here. 25k.
I think it's
month?
about that.
In
Yeah,
child
yeah.
support.
Yeah,
I believe so.
but she said, "I need that double, bro."
Mm.
And then he said, "Okay, I'm gonna take you to court." Took himself to child support, and they said you get 6,700
Yeah.
instead.
Ouch.
And
Yeah, I was
that's not
watching
enough.
him on
Careful what you wish
Drink
for.
Champs, and he was like,
Who, his son?
"No, not Drink Champs. Sorry, Breakfast Club. 50
Just-
Cent.
oh,
50.
50. Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you don't really hear men taking themselves to child support." But he said, "Okay, let's go," and then, that's what they came back with. But yeah, I think he was throwing some mad numbers around.
when is 25,000 of anything a month not enough?
Yeah, but he's saying when you don't, she never worked a job in her life, trying to maintain a lifestyle, blah blah.
That's one of the things they
and that.
say, innit? I think that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
What's that?
I need to maintain this lifestyle. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't have that lifestyle
Yeah,
anymore.
you'd
'cause
like
the
to,
lifestyle
yeah.
was provided by me.
Yeah,
You're no longer with me.
That wasn't
you need
yours.
to downgrade.
Mm.
But yeah, the things, it's a bit messy. It's entertaining though. I just hope it's more entertainment than reality. If you know what I mean.
Because that would be sad if it was a relationship that can never be like repaired or whatever. But yeah, just watching it, I'm just like,
you don't think it can be
this guy's-
repaired
this
from what
guy's
you know?
mad. I think it can be repaired. I think the older the son gets, he'll probably start to realize certain things. A lot of the time when couples break up and stuff, parents can spin things and
Manipulate.
drop some
Yeah,
propaganda on it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
When you actually get a bit older and can have like honest conversations, you might be able to see the
Sense.
other see sense, or say see 50
Hey.
cents. I think it's something that probably could be repaired. But yeah, playing out is just a bit silly and childish. And fair play to the son for still trying to go at him, because you've seen how beefs with 50 usually
Ruthless.
end. Yeah,
It's not a guy you want to
so
be.
he's a brave kid. Probably not too smart.
So,
Yeah, so it's
trying
funny.
to get rich or die trying. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely listened to his dad, man. Good kid. Did you lot see randomly US congressional candidate released a sex tape to show his support for sex work?
What do you mean he released a sex tape?
So he is a New York congressional candidate, Mike Ickes. He is in favor of like legalizing sex work and stuff, the oldest profession in the world, yada yada yada. But in doing so, part of his campaign was to upload a video of him in performing coitus, I think the term is, or in coitus, with a lady, to just show everyone how hard he supports this cause.
Why did you do that?
Yeah. It's one of the weirdest things ever. Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
I haven't. For journalistic purposes, I probably will. One day,
bro.
But simulation.
The simulation is broken. The world can't be real.
We need a software update.
Nah, he cleaned like this is my it's part of my campaign. Yeah.
Like, this is some shit that you would see. I was gonna say Simpsons, not even like GTA, maybe.
Yeah.
Where it's like satire.
Yeah, but this is real life.
Yeah.
I
And
think
it's all like consensual and stuff, so there's no rules that have been broken or anything.
but it's
Which is
fucking
better than
weird,
some
man.
politicians and like monarchs and shit. But yeah,
It's
probably
odd,
a step
man.
too far.
It's odd. It's very odd.
Would you vote for someone like it's like Keir Starmer? It was like, yeah, this is
No.
Here's me.
David Lammy.
No one wants to see that shit.
No.
Nah. Because you just know that individuals, you're not serious. You know. Let's face it.
Let's break it all down.
This shit is funny, but you're not.
You're not really trying to.
Yeah, you're not serious about running a borough or a state or even a country.
You can barely run your own home, man.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not serious. It's
So
funny.
who's
It's funny
the
though.
woman, his wife.
No, she is. I think a adult performer, maybe, or
He's
maybe
a sick
yeah.
man. He's a
So I'm
sick
taking
man.
it he's not married because then that's obviously.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's his job, innit? So that could be his excuse.
Exemptions.
Yeah,
A little workaround.
I'm working late.
Yeah, but yeah, he's uploaded it online for those of you that want to watch it and see the ad campaign. But yeah, let's probably not have that in the UK, man.
How do you lot feel about sex work?
Personally,
Yes, of course.
oh sorry, yeah.
No, not you.
Oh, yeah.
Not you personally performing
Should
sex
I?
work.
Yeah.
Just in general, what are your outlook on sex work or sex workers?
Oh, it's tough, man. I think this will probably be my statement. If it's not like exploitative, then go do your thing, get your money. But then it's just like the percentage or probability of it not being linked to someone being taken advantage of is fairly low, I believe, as it stands. But yeah, if it's like consensual, it's safe. You're not being forced to do it. Why not, man?
Yeah,
I'm monetizing fucking the Sky Q flipping interface, fam.
Yeah.
I go on there, they're selling adverts on there. Like, it's yours, man.
Yeah, I would echo the same thing. I think it's just for me, as long as it's safe, consensual, then like Dan said, oldest profession in the world or whatever. It's just why not?
What are you saying, Rich? Because I know you're like you're liberal, open-minded.
I'm for it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Yeah, I guess my greater issue, something I've been talking about or thinking about a lot, is the way we've kind of like glamorized it, and it's like being a sex worker, eye candy, or like aesthetic. I'm speaking more for females. Seems to be like the best job a woman could get. Right,
It used to be like dentist, nurse,
like it's
lawyer.
It's the best thing. It appears to be the best thing a woman could do. I have a problem with that.
Do we need to separate sex work with eye candy, video vixen?
Perhaps, but I say it because it seems to be the direction that you go. It's the next. It appears to be the next career step for Insta model, from what I see. Before I know, and I'm assuming somewhat, but there's something in the ether that tells me it's correct. In that you become some Insta girl, numbers going up. You might get little pretty little things, all of this. Then all of a sudden you're in Dubai and. Do you know what I mean? It's like it seems to go in that direction, and I'm bare worried that is like looked at as top of the pyramid for a lot of women. Like,
for the next generation. Yeah.
I hear you.
Trying to be in the top 0.01%, like all of them are.
It's frightening. And yeah, that's what I don't have a problem with it in itself. I have a problem with its popularity, perhaps. That or the popularity it seems to be garnering at the moment. Yeah, that's scary, man. Like,
can you be for it and have a problem with it?
Can I be
yeah.
I think you can,
man. Once you lay out your, but it is kind of contradictory.
A little bit.
Like, we are contradictory. We're hypocrites.
I like the ideas of. I want to buy my next car. I want to be electric.
Yeah,
that ain't trouble free. There's still problems, but that gets mined in the Congo and shit like that. But is it better than the alternative? Perhaps. I think in most situations you don't agree fully and wholly with anything. But I'm kind of for it. I see a purpose and I see how it could help some people. Yeah. I just have a problem with it seems aspirational now, which is bonkers to me. Frightening. And
I'd still want to like define. There is like a definition between like walking the street as a prostitute or high class escort. Or
all of these things.
Then you got your OnlyFans doing your nonsense and
there's different levels.
All sorts in places that probably shouldn't. And then there's like the Insta models. Then there's the video vixens.
And I kind of categorize them in the same, but
shutter.
Yeah, so that maybe that's not that fair, but it just
Aisha
seems
Diaz don't deserve that, bro.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Yeah. Separate her from the rest of them.
I think it's the ones that don't do as well that will likely to lead into it. And that's the more normal, let's say, girl. But I worry about that. That's the kind of shit that keeps me up at night. That and sinks.
You are a
focus on the sinks,
multifaceted. yeah. Just worry about the sinks.
Focus on the sinks. I think I agree with that point as well. That it seems quite aspirational. You're seeing it a lot now. This person's making X amount and just doing that. And
I saw a mother and daughter.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw?
Yeah.
I saw
I didn't subscribe. I heard a post online that they're cashing out from
incest porn effectively.
Ish. Like I don't even know if they are doing the full mad thing. But it's like what's inferred and like they're hinting at it. And as I always say, men are scary people. Like there are men that are paying for this.
Yeah.
Because probably they weren't hugged or maybe were hugged too much. Like
something went wrong.
Yeah.
Along the lines.
But yeah, probably less of that, man.
Please.
Yeah. You could like just start hair salon with your mum or
do carpentry or something.
Yeah, do carpentry with your mum or mechanic.
Origami. There's better other stuff you can do.
Yeah. You ain't gotta be dressed up as a nurse with your mum. Like,
there's more options.
It's cool. And where's the dad?
So many questions.
That might be
accountant. he's doing the numbers.
Imagine
in the next
that.
room.
Yeah.
He's doing the
Keep
numbers.
the noise down. Yeah.
He's doing the numbers.
Sad. But yeah, shout
God bless,
out New York congressional candidates, man.
Yeah.
Let's not replicate that over here, man.
Yeah. I mean, strange things have happened. They could get stranger.
God. Any more?
I think we're done. I think there's space for bringing still. Don't know if I have one.
Ooh, over 3 weeks and you ain't got you didn't hear any drops at Solection, Rich?
The Solection was alright, but I was a bit vexed with Joe K still.
Where was it?
No way.
It was in this cold venue.
Outernate, innit?
Outernate, yeah.
Where's that?
Tottenham Court Road. It's got some mad. It's like
it's
just
like
a world
screens.
of screens. It's like
is it?
The venue's kind of mad. Like the venue was nice, but I've seen it with US DJs before. I feel like they chop things up too much. Like let the tune run, my G. Like you've done your little mix, but let it run. It was
getting in and out.
Too quick, man.
Was it like an intimate? Was it like a big like Ministry of Sound big or like more intimate?
Yeah, big, but like one
boiler room intimate.
No, it wasn't boiler room intimate. Bigger. It was like 2 levels on and one big room.
Yeah.
Well, it was still good.
Yeah.
See, young Chris was out in the streets.
Was he wearing shorts?
He wasn't. The first time I said, no shorts. I don't think he would have got in. But,
looking weird.
Yeah, it was decent. I had a funny time still. I do have a bring in. It's a remix to a tune you lot might know. I think this remix is better than the original, if I'm being honest. Sorry, Snow. It's from Snow Allegra. It's a remix by a DJ called Duncan Giro, and it's a remix to Whoa.
Big tune, man.
Just sounds like, like christening, wedding, that kind of music. But with a tune that you kind of know, but with a rhythm you know. It's a nice little mix.
Like it.
Nice. My bringing this week is from Kodak Black, and it's a tune called Walk.
My bringing this week for your ears is featuring Hit Boy. It's Hit Boy featuring Currency, and the song is called Tony Fontana 3.
Fontana, yeah. Play on Tony Montana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That was episode 259 according to Les.
Probably.
We'll see.
Yeah. It might be 260.
We should be back next week.
Yeah.
It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.